Welcome back to All Sports All the Time,
where we
talk about sports all the time.
That made it sound like a very depressing podcast.
No, you know how sometimes
it sounds like those murder mystery podcasts.
Yeah. Today we find out.
Welcome back to All Sports All the Time,
the
episode
ghosts
90.
have haunted.
Thank you for joining us today on today's
Street.
episode. We would like to bring to you our sponsor, Owen Lapp, who is going to talk about our first talking point.
Are we
Owen,
all talking?
how are we going?
Well, I figure since this is episode 90, a 9 kind of looks like a question mark if you look at it right.
It does.
And we're talking
No,
like
it
this
really
is,
doesn't.
And we're talking like this is a murder mystery podcast. So I was kind of going to start here, but we'll just make it even more murder mystery. So you guys actually kind of nailed this.
You're talking a little too loud. You gotta
Sorry.
too loud. You gotta soothe in your voice.
The mystery for today, since this is now a murder mystery podcast, is who the heck is Afernee Simons?
Yeah, who is Afernee?
¿Qué es esto?
The dunk contest has declined.
Oh, I thought we were gonna talk softly again after I did that.
Oh.
No.
Do you know?
No.
That was just a
No, that was
okay,
just a
sorry.
good transition.
Oh, all right.
Zion
I
is
did-
nowhere to be found. John Morant is nowhere to be found. Nobody wants to hurt themselves trying to do all these crazy dunks, so they get some B-list celebrity basketball players to do it.
Parker's former lover, Obi Toppin, who he hasn't been doing too great as an actual basketball player.
No, it's his injuries. I think he'll be back in a couple of years. But right now, there's other rookies that I like better, including Desmond Bane.
That was a hot take. I think Obi Toppin will be back in a couple years. Not even good in a couple years. He'll just be back.
All right, whatever.
That was hot take. So yeah,
Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane.
Can
is my
you
guy.
name the
Also
3
Malachi
people
Flynn.
that are in the dunk contest? I
Yes.
just gave one.
Afernee,
We all know who he's on the Trailblazers. Never heard of him.
Obi Toppin.
And literally the only other one we haven't mentioned.
TJ McConnell. Probably one of the only guys in the league that can't dunk.
Exactly. I'm
No, I
asking
can't
because
name
I
the
don't
other
know
one.
who the
It
third
seemed
guy
like
is.
this is gonna be.
I don't.
I don't really know many of these guys. I've heard of Obi Toppin. I've heard of that guy. I don't know the other guys. But it seems like it's gonna be a very interesting dunk contest in the sense that it's gonna be so bad that we're gonna be able to laugh at it.
The
Maybe.
prime dunk contest years was when Zach LaVine went up against
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon, and they just went.
That was the prime for
crazy.
us.
For us.
I'm pretty sure in general it's probably like Vince Carter dunks.
No, I think that dunk contest was the best one ever.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that
Okay.
say that, including people
Maybe
that
not.
have seen like every single dunk contest.
Never mind then.
Because it was like
It was insane.
the crazy dunks that they did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what happens when you don't have
Why
any
did you
old
just slap
people
your leg?
on
You're
your
just
podcast.
like,
Anyway.
That good.
Oh man. We obviously do fantasy sports. We've been mainly fantasy football.
But we decided to branch out. We should
We're
do fantasy
branching out.
hockey next year.
I don't know.
We're
That might be a
building
little
a
too
giant tree with
We
all
could
of
try.
our limbs.
What all the sports?
far. Yup. So like we've been doing our trivia where we're trying to learn more about baseball, basketball, and Marvel. We are also branching out in fantasy sports. We are halfway through the fantasy basketball season. Luke knows nothing about basketball.
Still don't.
And his team is called No Idea What I'm Doing. He's the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah.
So, I think we're all going to make the playoffs in that league. So we're all pretty good
we're all
with that.
doing pretty
Except
well.
Caden, who's 1-9.
No, I meant of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Oh,
If we all made the playoffs, there'd be no point for
Yeah.
the regular season.
I guess you're right.
But so we are doing fantasy baseball for
That
the
we
first
are.
time. Now we just did our draft.
Still, again, at least I know baseball, but I don't know what I'm doing with fantasy
We've
baseball.
never done fantasy
No idea
baseball
what I'm
before.
doing.
It's the most complicated of the fantasy sports to play.
Definitely.
So, Luke, do you want to just give us like a quick breakdown of the 3 of our teams?
Yeah, sure. So looking back at our teams, at first I evaluated them more defensively than offensively, but if you look at it, the only defensive points that really matter are pitchers. And looking at pitchers, I've got some good relievers. I've got some really good relievers. Decent
Yeah,
starters.
Luke has the best bullpen drafted.
I've
in
definitely have the best bullpen.
I-
decent starters.
I don't think so. Look at my team.
I said bullpen.
What is
Not-
bullpen?
It's like the relieving.
He has Aroldis
relieving
Chapman.
pitchers.
Oh.
He has a 1-2 punch, the lefty punch.
Oh,
of
I thought you were talking
Josh
about
Hader
like,
and Aroldis Chapman.
I thought you were talking about pitchers, like people.
And
that
then I think you
throw.
also drafted Garrett Cole, right?
I
So
have
he's
Ga-
got
yeah,
pretty good
I've got
pitchers.
Garrett Cole as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got some good pitching. Parker for pitching, he's got Trevor Bauer, Aaron Nola, I mean, he's actually looking pretty good with pitching. His bullpen is a little shaky, but he's got some solid starters.
He's got Salvador Perez at catcher.
Yeah.
Which is number 2 overall
I've got
catcher.
Real Muto at catcher, which is the number 1 overall catcher.
From me.
Yep. And then Owen for pitching, he's got Flaherty, he's got Kershaw, Snell, he's got some really good pitchers. Zach Wheeler from the Phillies.
Wheeling and dealing.
Yep. That's
again.
instead
I feel
of
like
Bryson Dice.
I feel like a
Wheeling
shaky.
and dealing.
You've only got one reliever.
I don't
pitcher.
have very good.
You've got one reliever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
so
to.
So you've got a really
pick
shaky
up some
bullpen.
relievers. I did not go heavy on relievers
wait, but
intentionally.
why do you need relievers? Can't you just pick all starters? Like, don't starters play more than relievers?
There's like spots in your lineup.
Yeah.
Like with kickers in football, like you kind of have to have a kicker.
Okay.
I didn't go heavy on relievers because they change. The good ones change so much from year to year.
Makes sense.
But I did auto draft the second half, and I did not realize it would only take one.
Yeah,
that might be a little shaky.
I'd say I've got a middle to upper pack team. I don't have a bad team or bad offensive team.
Has anyone ever referred to their team as upper pack before?
Middle to upper pack. Like I'm not middle, but like I'm not definitely not top either.
Middle of the pack is a phrase, but upper pack.
Upper pack.
I don't know.
Not a phrase. Would you say your team is who on your team would you say is looking the hottest?
That noise.
I don't know who I'm most excited to watch on the team. Honestly,
I did not ask that.
Just like straight up the hottest.
I think JT's probably looking the hottest.
Yeah.
All right.
I like catchers.
Please never do that again.
Oh my word!
Why?
Just get on to how good my team is.
What?
No,
Parker's
offensively,
way overconfident about his team.
I feel the most confident coming out of a draft that I've ever felt drafting in my life.
Parker, could you tell us about the centerpiece of your team?
Yeah, the centerpiece of my team is a guy by the name of Francisco.
Nope.
Fernando.
Oh, Fernando.
Great start.
What a great start.
I was going to say, he literally has a whole city named after him. Well, he has some pizza places named after him. Francisco's.
Fernando's.
Oh, Fernando.
Oh, my word, dude.
Fernando.
Just stick to the last name. The last name is better.
Tatis.
This is Junior.
Tatis Jr. is a beast. I love him. He's going to be the best player in the league for the next 10 years. He's my keeper already, even if he gets injured.
I don't know if we do keepers.
I don't know.
We do now.
We do now.
I think
best player in the league.
Headlines: the Sixers are the number 1 seed in the East, led by Joel MVP. What are you doing to the table?
Sorry, I'm like trying to shift my body so I'm like comfortable.
Led by Joel.
Yeah,
MVP.
Joel looks very comfortable on the court.
He also looks very hot. I'm gonna keep doing that all up.
Why?
Sorry. Parker set that up perfectly. He looks comfortable. All I had to do was change one word. Sorry. He's so much better than previous years. I don't understand exactly how.
It's because his feet are just insane. For being a big man, you don't usually see that quick agility moves like
just
you
like
do
those
with point
girls on the
guards.
agility ladder and from the field hockey team.
Yes, exactly.
Except they were horrible.
The opposite of them.
That is such an inside story. Nobody's gonna.
I know.
What?
Really light on his feet, able to get around the people that guard him that are bigger because obviously Embiid's like 7 foot.
Mm-hmm.
Ability to knock down free throws. And ability to have actually a pretty silky shot. It's nice and smooth coming off his hands. So those 4 factors combined, and along with his passing out of double teams, you're good.
Even as somebody who's not as good at analyzing basketball as Parker, it is very plain to see that the passing out of double teams has gotten so much better. In previous years, he would try to pass out of a double team and just like turn the ball over.
Yeah.
But now he's hitting these open guys, and they're actually hitting the threes, unlike previous years where they would just miss terribly.
Yeah, eliminating turnovers is
even as someone who can't analyze like Parker and can analyze even less than Owen who can't analyze like Parker, Embiid's looking hot.
Yeah! He's embracing it. Wow.
Good analysis.
Yes.
We were discussing, if you follow us on Instagram, which if you don't, you should.
Just do it right now. Literally
on Instagram.
Pause this episode. But we should probably tell them what to do.
Go to Instagram.
No, because
now pause.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait, I didn't tell them what to do when they're on Instagram.
Follow us and tell your friend to follow us too.
Now
and then
pause.
tell them to tell
Yeah.
their friend, and then tell them to tell their friend to tell their friend.
Now
Just-
pause. Now start it again.
Yes.
Butterfly
Now-
effect.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? We put out a poll asking, just no reason, would you guys perchance buy shirts that we produce? Just to throw that out there.
Shirts.
We have nothing planned. There's
No, nothing.
nothing going on. And I think 89% of people said yes. So
Including me.
Including me.
'Cause I will buy a shirt.
okay,
for
so
I
maybe-
will
myself.
buy a shirt.
maybe we should bump down to 89%. You guys might have inflated that number. Maybe it was more like 80%. Anyway, thank you guys for voting on that.
Thank you
and
very
You're
much.
welcome.
we definitely don't have anything planned.
Not at all.
Joel Embiid's an all-star. He was drafted. We thought he would be drafted
Well,
number one overall.
He should be, but like they
in the
kind
draft.
of, you know, he's locked in Philly, and you know the tampering kind of thing. That's the reason why.
Okay, then why did Giannis go number one?
Because they still think he can get out of Milwaukee.
Okay. Embiid got selected 4th overall in the All-Star draft. And Parker, we're going to go to you again for
Yeah.
basketball analysis because there's a lot of basketball stuff happening.
Yeah.
Basketball.
Who would you have taken with the first pick? And
Yeah.
who did better in the draft, LeBron or Durant?
I would have taken Curry with the first pick just because I would love to have Curry on my team.
Because he's a good leader.
He's a good leader, but that doesn't really matter for
He's
the
a good
All-Star
shooter.
game. You just gotta do flashy like plays to get attention. And yeah, I would want Curry because
He'll
he would
hit
get
like a
more
deep
headlines.
three from like.
Yeah, he'll just
half-court,
pull
yeah.
up and nail it, or like last year he did that bounce
I think
like
that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago he did like that whatever like
He
bounce
bounced
Wasn't he,
pass.
like,
straight
hurt
up to
last year?
Giannis. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
We don't
So
talk
yeah, I
about
probably
that.
would have picked
No.
Steph, and then what was the second question?
Who had a better draft,
Who had a
LeBron
better
or Durant?
Looking at the starters, it looks to me like LeBron's starters are better, but I feel like I say that every year because LeBron.
Because they're always better. Because LeBron is the
LeBron's
best.
a good drafter. He's good at drafting.
He
teams.
smoked Giannis in last year's draft.
Oh yeah, smoke. Well, he's Giannis. Giannis. I don't think we really knew what he was doing.
No.
He's a youngin.
Yeah, he's a youngin.
Mhm.
He's not as experienced
Um,
as Mr. Oldie LeBron,
But I
still really
think
good LeBron.
I think the
Exactly.
relievers on
Oldie but goodie.
I think the
Like Tom
relievers
Brady,
on what's his name's team were
Kevin
better.
Durant.
Yeah,
Mm.
Durant's team were better. So, uh,
Durant did get Embiid, so that really swings it to his side.
well, I think I'm gonna go with Durant is gonna end up winning
Okay.
the All-Star game. Even though LeBron is favorite, I think Durant's team will win.
Now let me ask you this: will Kevin Durant and LeBron actually play?
LeBron, yeah,
Yes.
but not
Okay, I don't know.
Kevin
I
Durant.
didn't know if the team captains
No,
actually
not
played or
Kevin
not.
Durant
Team captains
because he's hurt.
play
Okay.
as long as they're not hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
So that actually leads us. You saying you think Team Durant's going to win leads us right into our next thing. Do you guys remember how for the Super Bowl we did
No.
we told you guys what was going to happen,
Yes.
and then it did happen. A fan ran
Yeah,
across the field and we
that
nailed
was
it.
great.
So
Oh, my.
we're pretty much going to do the same thing for the All-Star game. So basically, they're in Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Atlanta.
The teams arrive at the court.
Mhm.
Here, well, so okay, first in warm-ups, right?
Mhm.
LeBron forgets to put on his mask, gets canceled,
Oh no!
is not allowed to
Like,
play in the
LeBron
game.
just gets canceled.
Yes.
We're canceling LeBron.
LeBron forgets his mask, gets canceled, doesn't play in the game.
Oh, that would never ever happen.
And then
like,
what?
Can I go next?
0% chance.
I've got a really good idea. LeBron gets canceled, so like they're looking for another really good starter because I mean they've got a good bench, but like you want the good starters, right?
Yeah.
So
This is the All-Star game. There's a lot
so
on the line.
they're in
here.
Atlanta, so they call up their good buddy, the Coca-Cola mascot, the polar bear, because the Coca-Cola headquarters are obviously they're in Atlanta.
They're obviously in Atlanta. Like,
Yeah,
how
like
did
who
you
doesn't know that? And no, they actually are.
Oh, they are?
My dad went to Atlanta and went
Oh,
to
I
the
thought you were
Coca-Cola.
joking.
No, they're actually in Atlanta.
Okay. Keep going.
No, so they call up their good friend the polar bear, and he comes in and replaces LeBron and replaces LeBron.
Okay, so then the polar bear goes insane. He buys some ices, like the freeze, with his logo on them.
No, I think
Ships
it's a different
them
polar bear.
to Antarctica, where he saves
Nobody can
the
tell the
icebergs. Where he saves the icebergs from breaking apart from each
How do
other.
these get off track so fast?
And you know what that's called? It's called calving.
That was on the CNN 10 quiz. Yes. Nobody's gonna get that.
Yeah, so he saves the icebergs.
Mm.
Saves global warming.
How do I follow that up? Back at the All-Star game, Joel Embiid is mad that he was not selected first overall in the draft and scores 50 points in the first half.
And then
Breaks his ankle.
no,
No, do not say that.
No. And then
Breaks everyone else's ankles is more like it.
What would happen?
Stop! No!
Parker.
Don't
Then we
say
have an
that!
amazing clip.
No! It's not worth it.
Alright, sorry. Go ahead.
We'll knock on some wood.
Yep.
And then in
That'll
the
do
second
it.
half, Joel Embiid he's feeling hot. He's not just looking at it, he's feeling it. And
it turns out it's
instead
just
of
COVID. And he's just really...
No, not that either.
It's just a really bad fever.
And then he is playing so well. He dropped 50 in the first half. He dropped 70 in the second half.
Wow.
And LeBron is literally sitting in the corner crying. Like, there's just video footage of him crying.
It replaces the crying Jordan.
Yeah.
It's now crying LeBron.
Crying LeBron.
Therefore, making LeBron the GOAT. Because he takes over Jordan's meme.
Exactly.
Nobody will ever take over Jordan's meme. And then we get to halftime, and the dunk contest occurs. And guess what?
Well, we're already past halftime. You can...
Well, rewind
Nobody
to...
wins.
Because no one makes a dunk.
Because they all miss.
No one successfully.
Nobody successfully completes a dunk.
And then Afernee Simons, realizing that no one else has made a dunk, at
Just-
the very
just
end,
goes
just
like that.
wins it.
Yep.
Okay. So, because of Embiid's 120 points in the game, Team Durant does win. Parker nails the prediction.
They score a total of 180 points.
Wow. Okay. So Embiid scores 2/3 of their points.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right, I guess. Decent performance by him.
He
The game
purposefully blocks other people on his team's shots. So
Mine!
Yeah. Like the Cookie Monster. Mine!
I don't think that's what Cookie Monster does.
He just takes cookies.
Okay.
Anyway.
Does Cookie Monster go around taking stuff?
Yeah. Cookies.
Anyway, okay. So the game's over. Everybody's at midcourt talking, shaking hands. They all have their masks on, unlike LeBron, who previously got canceled at the beginning of the game.
Which
for
is why he was crying.
not having his. Exactly. Yep. And then all of a sudden, Adam Silver appears. Because he's at the game, but he's not. He appears on the court. Nobody knows why.
Just out of thin air, like a goddess.
I would never compare Adam Silver to a goddess.
Okay,
But-
continue.
Okay, anyway. He is running around with a net yelling about the polar bear. Because apparently it's against league rules to have a polar bear there. So he took matters into his own hands and just snatches the polar bear up in his net and runs off.
Nice. And then Adam Silver's brother, Adam Sandler.
Wouldn't they have the same last name?
No, this family's weird. They have the same first
Yeah, they
names
have the same
instead of the
first
last
name.
names.
Yeah, why do we have the same... That doesn't make sense to me. We should just have the same first name
Why?
with differentiating last names.
Why?
Because why did they originally have different last
Because wouldn't it be your first name of, and then whatever your last name was?
Luke of Paglia.
No.
Yeah.
You guys gotta realize that Adam Sandler comes in and dumps sand dollars all over because that's what he's actually made of. Adam Sandler is just sand plus dollars, sand dollar, Sandler.
And that's it. That's what's going to happen. This comes out on Monday. That was Sunday night. So you guys already pretty much know all of that. We were just repeating it. And just so that you guys know what happened if you missed it. Like if it's a school night, you didn't stay up to watch it. And so it's a pretty important thing. You know what else is pretty important?
JJ Grey.
Parker.
Luke was right. Therefore, you do the ad read.
Okay. J.G. Grable is a small family-owned and operated company dedicated to doing whatever you want.
No, you say
Plumbing
that like
related.
every other week.
Plumbing related.
There you go.
I always add that. They are awesome because they get stuff done. No waiting around, wishy-washy. Things get broken.
I think wishy-washy is waiting around.
You have to just like wait
Embrace.
and have J.G. Grable do it. Because if you have J.G. Grable do it, they will do it quick, efficient, fast, timely, respectable, fast, and awesomely. Therefore, visit their website at www.jggrable.com or call them at 717-768-3276. That is 717-768-3276 for all your plumbing-related needs.
And if you mention All Sports All the Time, you will get $25.
Promo Use the promo code.
The promo code is All Sports All the Time.
Say the promo code All Sports All the Time, and you will get a free $25 off. And with that $25, you can buy yourself some of J.G. Grable's
PVC
pipes.
I don't think that's a J.G. Grable pipe, is it?
No, but
I think it's just a PVC pipe.
This comes from Charlotte,
from
North
Charlotte.
Carolina.
It also has a
Piece of tape on the end.
tape.
Very expensive.
Let's see, it's a
3/4
inch PVC 1120 CSH.
Pressure at 23 degrees Celsius.
What's happening?
Ah!
I heard his
That's
elbow.
how I purposely let go of it to fall.
I heard his elbow hit the floor. It made a very loud sound.
Okay.
It was kind of cruel. Luke, anyway, we are going to play a game. Luke does not know about this game. I pitched it to Parker at lunch a couple of days ago. Let's see if he remembers it.
I like this game.
Nope, don't remember.
All right, it was obviously very memorable.
I think it'll game is. Parker told me about it, I think.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. Let's see if... Okay, this is hilarious.
I don't know.
I told Parker. If Parker told Luke but still doesn't remember, that's amazing. What do you think the game is?
I don't remember if this is the game or a YouTube idea, but is it the one where we like quiz each other and the one that gets the most wrong gets a punishment or something like that?
No, that's a video.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think I was the one that...
Oh,
We're
maybe
all
you were.
confused.
Anyway,
That would have been a hilarious dynamic.
No, I do not know what we are talking about.
This game is very simple. It's just... He won't be good.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
So, the NFL draft is coming up.
Based on this, I'm gonna assume we have to predict who won't be good.
You figured it out. Luke.
Wow, I'm so smart.
The NFL draft is coming up, and so until it happens, we'll each be picking one player every episode, and pretty much just saying he won't be good. So I'll start us off. Mac Jones, he won't be good.
Trey Lance, he won't be good.
Wow, okay. Yours went so fast. Let me
Parker clearly prepped.
I did prep. Remember I told you my guy. I just forgot. Jamar Chase will not be good.
No, he won't be good.
Jamar Chase won't be good.
No, Jamar Chase, he won't be good.
He won't
It's a very
be
simple
good.
formula.
Jamar Chase.
There you go, kind of. We'll take it. Unless he gets drafted by the Eagles, in which he will be a generational
No,
talent.
still won't be good.
But no. What is it with you? Joel Embiid's gonna break his ankle. Jamar Chase is gonna be good.
No, I'm saying that they have a history of drafting people who won't be good.
Actually, that's a fair,
Fair
point.
point.
I found out last week that Howie Roseman's first ever wide receiver that he selected as the Eagles general manager, his last name was McNutt. That started the Howie Roseman tenure of drafting wide receivers.
I've never even heard of that guy.
Exactly.
What's his first name?
I don't know.
Mark
McNutt.
Let's look up this.
That guy can't possibly be a good athlete.
Let's look up this guy.
You can't be a good wide receiver and be named Mark McNutt.
It's like you want a 10-piece chicken nugget? Yeah, I'll take the 10-piece McNutt.
Okay. That's like, all right.
No, I don't want a McFlurry.
Marvin. His name was Marvin.
That's even better.
Marvin McNutt.
That's even better.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on. You're drafting. There's these wide receivers. And you're like, all right. He got drafted in like the 6th round, so obviously Julio wouldn't still be there, but it's like, you've got Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams,
Quez Watkins.
and Marvin McNutt. There's
drafted-
no way Marvin's good compared to those guys.
20.
Wow.
That's
I love that his name is Marvin. That's so perfect. What college did he go to?
Out of Iowa.
Washington.
Of course, Marvin
course.
McNutt went to
Of
Iowa.
course he went to.
Oh, that's right. He didn't go to North Dakota.
So perfect. Yeah,
Honestly.
Given our draft history.
Marvin McNutt.
So that was he won't be good. Marvin McNutt, he wasn't good. But yeah, pretty simple game. Let's wrap up this episode. Not really with a game or anything, just a statement. More athletes need to do the JJ Watt Twitter free agency thing.
Yes.
We need
Agreed.
everyone to do that.
Everybody.
It was fantastic.
It took us on a.
Amazing.
It was like what Paul Bettany said. Paul Bettany said that there was going to be in the last episode a crazy cameo,
I did see that.
and then it turns out that cameo is himself, and
Yeah.
he trolled everybody.
Yeah.
He's
JJ
like,
wants
there's
to
gonna be
troll
some,
everybody.
there's gonna be some crazy fireworks. Our dynamic on stage is just insane, and then it turned out that it was with
Yeah.
himself.
Yep.
Wow.
So he trolled everybody, and that was what JJ Watt was kind of doing.
Pretty much. He misled all of us. But in a way, he really didn't.
No, he didn't.
He just tweeted random
Things.
sayings.
And then everybody just-
We took it off in a million different directions. And then he was like, all right, you guys are doing the work for me. Go into the Cardinals for who knows why.
Yeah.
I don't know why
To
he would
meet
go
up
to the
with
Cardinals.
D-Hop. And
What?
he believes, he
D-Hop?
said he believes in Kyler Murray.
He believes in Kyler Murray more than Aaron Rodgers.
I believe in Kyler
I'm just saying,
Murray.
he could have gone back home.
I believe in Kyler Murray less than Aaron
Could have gone back
I feel
home
like
to Wisconsin.
Kyler Murray
Aaron
is good, but I
Rodgers.
feel like he's overrated.
Whoa.
That's my take. He's good. I'm not denying. He's definitely like
Okay.
a top, probably, what would you say, top 7 quarterback?
How can you be overrated if
If
you're,
you're
top,
top
7?
seven.
No, no, but I feel like people are, like, he's definitely top 7, but I feel like people are overhyping
don't like him.
Hmm.
People don't like him.
I like
He's
him.
underhyped. Way underhyped.
He's
feel like
underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like people are.
All right,
Depends
hold
on the
on.
person.
We're
Some
turning
people are
this
overhyping him, I feel
into
like.
first take. We don't normally do the traditional sports talk, but when an opportunity arises, here we go. One of you can play Stephen A, one of you can play Max. You can both be Stephen A for all I care. Kyler Murray, overrated, underrated. Go!
Kyler Murray
Overrated.
is underrated, and here's why. His team
You're supposed to be screaming at him.
I
I'm
know,
laughing.
but I can't.
was better than we thought with the record.
Oh my-
You need to
Luke,
understand
you're really failing this
that
bit.
he is crazy.
Luke didn't help you at all there. This was supposed to be first take back and forth, and Luke just lost it immediately. He just fell out of his chair.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Episode 90. Thanks for listening / watching, guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Luke's laying on the floor. He might not stop laughing for a while. See you guys.